There have been rallies across the country opposing President Trump's agenda on the day of the president's military parade. They cap a week of demonstrations against immigration raids that began in Los Angeles and spread nationwide.
We live in what is supposed to be a democracy.
To jail in the first place because we don't have opportunities.
Exactly.
But he is able to run our entire country. Something's got to give, man. Make it make sense.
Hey, Trump, you are a felon, Trump. You should not be president.
Elon Musk, you want to go to Mars? How you going to get to Mars if you don't have anybody intelligent? There are no gas stations in outer space.
I am a certified phlebotomist, medical assistant. I caught a felony about 3 years ago on a marijuana charge.
Smoking marijuana in Delaware became legal over the weekend, but only for adults and only inside their own home.
Now marijuana is legal, but I still can't get my shit clean. And so I can't practice what I paid for. I can't practice phlebotomy. I can't practice medical assistant, but a felon can be our president. We need to make it make sense. That is why our recidivism is at an all-time high. We're going back to what took us to jail in the first place because we don't have opportunities. But he is able to run our entire country. Something's got to give, man. Make it make sense. Peacefully protesting, being out here, showing ourselves in numbers. But we need more people that look like us out here, man. I'm sad to see that I look around and the crowd don't look like me. Where are we at? When are we going to step up and come out and show our support for our own rights? We're not doing it. We sit back home complaining, Trump this, Trump that. Okay, but when are we going to stand up and come out here and do what everybody else is doing? We're not above that. We need to come out here and do the same thing. You know what I mean?
What's one message that you have directly to Trump if he were to watch this?
We're coming for you, buddy.
Yeah. There you go.
Coming.
As immigrants bring jobs to our country. They bring more money to our economy. They bring small businesses to our economy. Small businesses are the key to the economy. Big businesses like Walmart, ShopRite, that's not it. We need small businesses. We need the mangoes at the Mexican ShopRite. We need like the peppers at like the small businesses. We don't need no big Walmarts. They stop jobs from entering our country.
They put chemicals in our food.
They put those GMOs in our food.
What does no kings mean to you?
Unbelievable.
It means.
You said what?
What does no kings mean to you?
I actually don't know what no kings mean to me. I just know immigrants' rights all day long. Gen Z for immigrants' rights all day long.
I had a message to Donald Trump and he were watching this.
I would say, fuck you, die, bitch. You deserve hell, bitch.
Hey,
for everything you do.
You're not supposed to be you're not supposed to be our president anyway.
You are a felon, Trump. You are a felon, Trump. You should not be president. You should not be president. You are a felon.
What do you think about the ICE raids that have been happening?
Man, that's another thing got me sad, watching kids being ripped away from their parents, mothers screaming for their children. Something got to give. It's illegal. He knows it's illegal. He's doing things that no other president has done in the past. He's trying to change this into a dictatorship. We're not a dictatorship. This is not Cuba.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I got family in Cuba. This is not Cuba. You know what I mean? This is a democracy. We all have rights here.
So I'm protesting to continue democracy in America. I'm tired of Trump and his a-hole people that he surrounds himself with, their corruption. I'm tired of him taking rights away from women. I'm tired of him taking health care away from the poor and the vulnerable, and I'm not taking it anymore. I'm sick of it.
If Trump were watching this, what's something you'd have to say to him?
I tell him to step aside and be a patriot and stop ruining our democracy. That's what I would tell him.
This is the No Kings Parade. America has no kings. You could read, we're a democracy, not a dictatorship. America belongs to the people, not the fascists in Washington. Well, I want the takeover of our government by fascist Republicans.
How does the Trump administration affect our democracy?
Oh, well, he's trying to make it a dictatorship. He wants to be a king, and we got rid of the king way back in the 1700s, so.
What do you think the most damaging thing Trump's presidency has done so far for this country?
I think the most damaging thing is using the military against our people, and also everything that he's done around mass deportations and immigration, sending people to foreign prisons, ignoring due process and the rule of law, and ignoring what the courts are saying.
Dump Trump. I'm about sick of his bullshit. Can I say that on air? I think we already got rid of Musk, right?
He's from Africa. He's South African.
He's not even a citizen, right? I don't know. He's an immigrant. I'm glad for the rally. We need to all stick together. Look at this. It's great. My daughter gave me this for my birthday, and I've been afraid to wear it because I didn't want to get beat up.
Yeah, of course.
But I have friends here, lots of them.
Yeah.
Half the country, right? So I'm wearing it today proudly. We fought a war over this twice.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have to do it again.
My son is in LA, and I called him and said, don't go to the protests because it was scary. To have Marines there, I don't get it. I don't get why this country elected a madman. And he's a felon. He's a felon. Congress needs to show up.
Yeah.
And it's just fabulous to have all these people showing up.
Yeah.
This is the definition of democracy. This here is the definition. And I keep looking for an end to the people walking, and they're still coming.
It doesn't end.
It's amazing. You know, I have children and grandchildren, and I want them to grow up in the United States of America, not some sorry excuse for democracy.
To me, no kings means that you don't have somebody that has total power to do everything they want to do and not what the public needs.
Peaceful elections and accept the results. Well, we're having to accept the results, but that's not the end of the story.
If Donald Trump were watching this, what's one message that you have to him?
Get your act together and look for the people across the nation and do the right thing for them to be able to have a decent life.
Yeah.
And don't listen to these clowns out there that want to do some negative things.
Farmers are hiring everywhere. Go get jobs. You'll never want it. It's correct. How do you think this is going to end?
Well, it can either in two ways. Either the government can smarten up and Congress could actually do their jobs on the Republican side, or, you know, you see what's happening here. They talked about Los Angeles and what the riots were out there. I was out there for the Rodney King riots in
the 90s.
Yeah, so you know that tore the whole city apart. They're not even at Rodeo Drive. Did you know that Nike had an all-women's marathon the same day he sent the National Guard out there? Nike had an all-women's marathon on the other side of the city. Do you really need the National Guard? Is it that bad? Yeah. I'm just asking questions.
If Donald Trump were to see this, what's one message you have for him?
You had a chance to do something great. You had a chance to be different in politics, but no, you decided to be small and petty. You're still talking about a man who has been given terminal cancer. You feel like that's the person you need to bully up on, along with people who pick your fruits. Remember, the same people that you're trying to kick out are the same people that work inside your restaurants, your golf courses, and he wants to take away education.
Bonnie Blue is undefeated. We all know that. So I'm just saying, maybe 100 Delawareans, some like real hardcore, like raw doggers out here. If we get some 100 raw doggers, bro,
see that.
we get some 100 raw doggers out here. Hey, we might break the streak, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I got 2 signatures right now, 98 to go. So if you fellas,
Hell no.
you don't wanna?
Hell no.
Bro.
Oh, I got a girlfriend, dog. I can't do that.
But yo, this is a pass. I think that this is a hall pass, 100%. At least, no, you don't think so?
No, I'm scared of that woman, bro.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know what? We'll try someone else. But yeah, I mean, right now, we're trying to break the streak.
This side here, I was actually just trying to think about what to put on the second side. And then I'm listening to the radio and hear the old Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young song, Tin Soldiers and Nixon Comin. Thank you. Well, given the current propensity to turn our military on its citizens, you always have to ask this question. You know, in the song, it doesn't have a question mark because it's historical, but now it's like every time you come to one of these things, it's an open question. Being a veteran myself and having a lot of friends who were in Vietnam and exposed to this to one degree or another, the orange chumping attached to Trump, I just thought the toxicity of his philosophy and the way he's governing with respect to the toxicity of the old chemical seem to map right onto one another.
Under Operation Ranch Hand, the powerful herbicide Agent Orange was used by the U.S. military during the Vietnam War to destroy forest cover and agriculture for the North Vietnamese and Viet Cong.
Look at this. We're on a college now. They want education. They want to be smarter so they can build greater things. Elon Musk, you want to go to Mars? How you going to get to Mars if you don't have anybody intelligent? How you going to get to Mars knowing the fact that there are no gas stations in outer space? There are none. So where are you going to get this power? You need to really start rethinking about how you're going to get across to there with no gas stations out there.
Well, what is the end goal in the best situation that you see these protests leading up to?
Ideal situation, Congress step in, they actually start doing things that are actually helping the people and actually helping people like you, me, and these other people that are out here clearly against what's going on. You can fix it. So all it takes is you fixing it. You actually thinking about what other people need more than what you want. Needs, not wants. That's it.
The first sign I made had F-K, no. And my wife said, not a good idea. This appears to be quite a lot of more people than they thought they were going to show up, right? I live around the block, so it was pretty easy march for me. My wife's one of the indivisible members, and she's the one that brought me into the scene here. We have a president that seems to be acting like a king, or seems to think he's a king. The whole reason we're a nation is because we're going against kings.
How is the Trump administration affecting our democracy?
I don't have enough time to tell you all of this. He's dividing the country that was already divided even more. He's turning the government into a cluster of incompetence.
What do you think about the mass deportations going on right now?
I think you have to admit that a great deal of disorder or lack of organization or linearity has crept into the immigration system. Okay, that's fine, but just get it in order, and but you don't have to just start wielding truncheons against people because that it's not their fault. It might take a couple years. These guys want to fix it in 2 weeks. Yeah. It's going to take more like 2 years.
If you could say anything to Trump directly, if you were watching this, what would you say to him?
Please leave now.
She looks beautiful today.
Thank you.
I like her very much. What brought you out here?
What's going on in our country? I want to see it put an end to it, and I just want everybody to show support for each other. There's people that still care. They still care about immigrants. There's still people that care about freedom and justice.
What do you think about the mass deportations going on?
I hate it. I know there was mass deportations under other presidents. They didn't make a big fanfare out of it. They tried to limit it to people who were real criminals. I think what's going on is just a big show. Appease the MAGA base.
Tell me a little bit about your flag. Our flag.
It's our flag.
Yeah.
And I am descended from people that came here originally a long time ago. I'm descended from slaveholders. I'm descended from abolitionists. I am descended from men and women who were in every single war, including the Revolutionary War. And I'll be goddamn if I'm going to let some fascist come in here and turn us into 1990 Russia or 1933 Germany. No.
Donald Trump, we're watching this video. What's one thing you'd have to say to him directly?
We are not going to let you. We're here.
Resist. We have to resist because if we don't, we will be 1940 Germany.
What about his relationship with Elon Musk?
Well, that's on the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, when they did Citizens United, they upended everything.
Yeah.
Because it isn't of the people, for the people, by the people. It's of billionaires. And they're trying to make it for billionaires. Yeah. And we're here to say, all of us little folk, little old grannies like me, are here to say no.
As a citizen or not is entitled to due process. We have a government that consists of 3 branches.
At the end of his term, what do you think the state of America is going to look like?
I'm afraid. I try to have hope, but I'm afraid. I'm pinning a lot of hope on the 2026 midterm elections. I'm hoping that some people will come to their senses and we'll get some balance between Congress and the White House.
Of course.
And stop rubber stamping everything that idiot wants. He's attracted by shiny objects, and we need to get back to being a nation of laws. Mm-hmm. where everyone is equal. We need to have intelligent people in charge of our government, our federal agency, not yes men.
Sure, he surrounds himself by that, it seems like.
Yes, he does. He absolutely does.
If you were watching this, what's one thing you'd have to say to him?
Resign.
What do you think about Elon's involvement in all this?
It was illegal. It was self-serving, destructive, the antithesis of everything democracy and the rule of law stands for. Is wrong.
What do you think you should say to somebody who knows nothing about this or who has been choosing or cherry-picking their opinions from the mainstream media?
We're going to become even more divided than we are now.
When these people go to look at that QR code and they check my videos, and the last video I have is a rapping music video, because all my videos have either been skate edits, something ignorant, or a music video. And they're going to be like, what is this? I'm not in the right place.
So there's two sides to my sign. This is what I'm against. No kings in America, no fascism, no tyranny, and no secret police. But that's just half the story. This is the other half. This is what I'm for. For democracy, rule of law, empathy, free speech, and due process.
There's a parade in Washington today. The history of our country in Declaration of Independence was to revolt against a king who is taking away rights. And we can't let that happen. That's the history. That's the birth of our country.
What do you think about the ICE raids that are going on?
We're all children, or grandchildren, or great-grandchildren of immigrants. And it's the hardest thing in the world to leave everything behind and move to a new place where maybe you don't know the language, you don't have any money. My parents came here. It was pretty difficult. And I think that they added pretty well to the economy and to the spirit of this country.
Donald Trump are watching this, so it's one thing that you'd have to say to him.
Hope you have a really happy birthday.
That's nice. That's nice. Everybody else has been negative.
I'm a positive guy. You know, he's entitled to, a very happy birthday. Hope he has cake and hope he has too much of it.
Half the signs that I've seen here today have had to do with him being orange. It's pretty sick. Is that spray tan?
I don't know.
His skin's not naturally like that.
I don't know. I feel like
got a
it's
skin
spray tan,
but
I also feel like it might be a skin condition.
He probably looks pale. And you think, like, since he's been getting called...
Actually, wait, I think it is a spray tan because what?
It probably is. Can you tell me about your sign?
The rule of law does matter. And it seems that a lot of people, especially those in power, have forgotten that. Especially the Republicans. And it's the Republicans that are in the Senate and the Congress have to remember this because they're our last stand. The rule of law is due process. Every person in the country, whether you're a citizen, you're a tourist, and someone who's come here differently, we all have the right to due process. The right to habeas corpus, the right for to determine whether you're legal or not, or determine everything. And if we get that, we get everything.
Yeah, let me speak to that too. So basically, when you scoop somebody off of the street for whatever you're saying they did, the question is, says who? And that's what due process is. Due process is says who. If I grab you and I take you in and say you did something, well, I have to prove it. It's not punish first, it's prove it first.
You're specifically talking about mass deportation, to picking random people up off the street.
Of course. And I'm here to...
But that's only at the beginning.
Yes.
What about, hey, you're being seditious? And
everybody here today.
Right.
Everybody here.
Everything take us on. And then where do we go? If they just say, okay, we did something wrong, we need due process.
If you're not angry, you're not paying attention. A lot of the time, we have people that are just regurgitating the news that they're seeing, misinformation. You need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to the people around you, the communities around you, what the people that are being directly affected are saying. And you need to be making sure that you're taking your information from credible sources.
What do you think about the mass deportations that are going on right now?
Disgusting. It's kidnapping. They're taking people, working people off the streets, away from their families. It needs to stop.
Do you know anybody that's been directly affected by this?
I do not.
Thankfully.
Right, of course.
If Donald Trump were watching this, what do you have to say to him?
Get the hell out of office.
We live in what is supposed to be a democracy. We should be free to speak our voice, to pursue our freedoms, to pursue life the way we can enjoy life the best, as long as it doesn't hurt other people and I think we're headed in the wrong direction in every way.
Yeah.
People are losing their freedoms. People are frightened. People are so disgusted with our government, period, and with everything that's going on in the world right now, or many things going on in the world.
Of course.
We're a very strong nation, and we have a lot of influence in the rest of the world. And so when we take this kind of a stance that our government has done right now, where anger and hate and violence is the way of the world, we're just helping to fuel all those flames all over the world that's going to blow us all up eventually.
What do you think the most detrimental thing that has happened during Trump's presidency is?
Getting elected.
Of course, and if Trump were to see this, what's one message you'd have to say to him?
Please stop.
GMO's not food.